What's going on, world? It's your man Jay Denham, also known as JFK, bringing to you guys another shoe release. Happy New Year's to the people out there. Last video we did actually was on New Year's Eve. We brought to you a release, Jordan 6 release. I mentioned in that video that I passed on a certain shoe, which was the Black Cat 6s, but I could not pass up on these, which are the Black Cat 13s. Some new shoes, new location, as you guys can see, the white walls. So let's get into it. Right here, first and foremost, what I have is actually a very, very similar box. This is actually what Jordan Brand is going for a similar version of right now. As you can see, this actually lets you know I've been doing this for a while. So this shoe that I actually was in this box is from 2005. I'm actually going to be doing a comparison video too, which is going to be the first one that I'll be doing, which is going to be a comparison to this shoe, which I feel like the original rendition and model of this shoe was. As you can see a huge comparison in the boxes. You can see, I'll hold it right up here for you guys. You can see kind of the whole initial idea what it's going for. They're definitely going for the throwback look of the box, which I totally approve of. I love that box. It's actually a classic box for me. I like this box as well, and this box is actually a lot bigger than this one, even though they are the same size. And yes, y'all can catch that if you paid attention or you didn't. It's a size 10. For those that collect shoes, and even if you don't, if you're just getting into it, certain shoes are made different, so sometimes you need a different size. And majority of the time, almost every sneaker in my collection is a 9 or a 9.5. I had to go up a little bit. These are a size 10, but I'll get to these. Nothing super special about the interior or anything like that. Very icy, very hardly ever touched pair. I was super excited to get these, man. So far, again, the year is still fresh. We're still in January, so this was, to me, the best release of the year so far, man. And I present to you the Black Cat Jordan 13s. If you look here, this is something that a lot of people maybe do or don't know, but this shoe was actually designed after a Black Panther. Just the shoe entirely, like not just because it's black and these are called the Black Cats, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But this shoe, this right here, this bottom, or maybe I should hold it this way. The bottom of this shoe, if you look at a panther, it was actually designed after a panther's paw, which is why he designed the shoe. Tinker Hatfield made it something similar to that. Of course, as best as you're going to get to a human foot in comparison to a Black Panther's paw. But this actually right here is the only Jordan in retro number that has a holographic emblem on the side. If I move it enough, I'm sure you could see it. I haven't took the plastic off yet. This is day of, man, first release. So I haven't gotten to all of that. I haven't unlaced the shoes. Neither. I try to keep everything factory laced. This is a shoe that I do intend on wearing. I don't know if you can technically tell, but there's 3M material, which is a reflective material all across the side of this. You can probably kind of get it. I can visually see it from where I'm at a little bit, not a whole lot, but it's magnificent, man. This is a great shoe. The suede that covers the bottom to midsole all across the front end of the toe, I think was very well done. For them to blacken out this shoe, it makes it an automatic wear, man. Let's get to the next one. Do a side by side. But these, again, man, for anybody to be stomping around in Jordans, man, and even if you're not a huge Jordan guy, a black on black shoe primarily to me is like, oh man, I gotta wear those. You see a lot of people running around with last year's release, which was a Master 12, which we end up eventually, just the world, just the sneaker community, end up giving it the title, not Taxi, but Taxes 12, because income tax time came and that was the shoe everybody went out and got. For whatever reason, these haven't flown off the shelf. Like when I was in the store, I promise, I'm thinking right now, I don't think I've seen 20 people in the mall, just collectively, not even just Finish Line, which shout out to the guys at Finish Line, again, is where I picked up my pair. I didn't see that many people in the mall at all, so that let me know automatically that the shoe wasn't like a huge commodity everybody wanted or everybody had to have. But I also think them taxes haven't hit yet. So if them taxes would have hit, this would have been the shoe, man. This would have been the model everybody would have went after. And if you actually look, I'm going to get into this too because I'm kind of just noticing this. These laces almost look identical to the Jordan 6 Black Cat. I did not buy that shoe. I mentioned it in the last video that we did. I passed up on a pair. I got the Purple Dynasties, which I thought were a much better quality shoe, a much better done shoe. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Subscribe. I appreciate it. Also, there was a release last week, and I'm sorry for the delay to you guys, to the people that do look forward to these videos, that do follow us, that do comment and do, converse with us a little bit. I did not do a video for that. It was also a shoe that was very, very extremely lowly looked at. And the guy that I know, the manager I know, told me they didn't sell 12 pairs. So when I hit something like that, I liked the shoe, but I didn't want to waste my time or anybody else's time on such a low looked at shoe. So I did not do a video or unboxing of it. If you guys would like to see that, let me know. Comment. Like I said, I try to get back to everybody, man. But these are definitely a wearable pair. This is a shoe I intend to wear myself. And again, I went half size up, basically just for comfort. And if you look in the inside, this is something I'm kind of noticing myself too. Yeah, they kind of went a little extra with this. They never usually do these on Jordans at all, especially with laces. Like, you usually don't get like different laces or anything like that. And give me a second, I'm trying to get it out here. No, this is factory. This is first day. Never took it out. Oh, blue bottom insoles. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. You actually have, if you can see that there, what they did, that actually is like a cat design. Maybe it's supposed to be the Panther's head. But we'll get into that in a little bit. I like that. You don't see that usually. Usually it's just a Jumpman. It's a circle with a Jumpman. You don't usually see that. So again, the inserts, the shoe trees, nothing special. Normal shoe trees, nothing special about those. But again, I love this shoe, man. This model, just 13s itself. 13s are actually one of my top favorite Jordans too. A lot of people have mixed feelings about 13s. Some people like them, some people don't. Some people like 12s better. I don't like 12s better. I'm trying to get this thing back in here if I can. There we go. Slide back in there. But this hologram that I was getting at, this was actually designed after the Black Panther's eye. The reflectiveness of it, whenever you see like a cat, or specifically the Black Panther, whenever you see the eye of a cat, you notice it's like a multi-shaded things whenever you see it. That's kind of a holographic thing right there. Again, I didn't take the plastic off of either side of these, and I better not be off of this one. Nah, it's not. It's still on there, so we good. I've actually seen pairs like that. Today when I was in the mall, went through like a tower of shoes, just looking like what's the best one. I considered getting a 9.5 actually, but as history would have it, the 9.5s on these actually runs kind of tight. So I went for a 10 on these. But this to me is a magnificent shoe. I'm definitely glad Jordan Brand put this out. I'm almost 1,000,000% sure they're saying cherries are supposed to be coming out, cherry 13s. So you best believe I'll be doing a video for those, or when those release. They're also saying that Flint Gray 13s are supposed to be returning too. So we had a huge number of 12s that came out last year. It was literally over 12 pairs of Jordan 12s. So it's supposed to be a floodgate of Jordan 13s this year. Again, I love this shoe a lot more. Comfort level for it is a lot better. The tongue is a lot more comforting on it when it's up against, the top front of your shin and your ankles. It's a better shoe in general to me. So again, people have different opinions about it. I personally love these. I have to do it, man. Without a question, I have to throw these ones on. So sooner or later, I'll be wearing it. To the people that think or comment and ask about on-foot photos and just an on-foot video, I usually don't, because I promise you, over 80, maybe even 90% of the shoes I purchase, I never put on. So I'm a collector first, and then now I'm trying to kind of get into the phase of wear the things you like. So these shoes right here, this release, I promise you'll see me sooner or later wearing these, man. Check Instagram, though. You guys look at Instagram. My information will be at the bottom. But you go to Instagram, there's always on-foot pictures. There's usually some guys that do, early images too. So shout out to those guys that do those photos and post those up. But as far as me, I'm just an unboxing dude. Again, a lot of the stuff I get, I don't even wear. So I will be doing a comparison video sooner or later, the Jordan 13 altitudes. If you don't know what the altitudes are, I will be giving you an image of those. I have a pair, and actually I thought I had them in my tower, which is what I thought this box right here was, the 05 box, but it wasn't. This box was actually the Chewing 14s, which I did wear today. And the comparison video that I'll be doing is the original, what I think rendition of this shoe is, because I think this is exactly what they modeled that shoe after. Even the Black Cat phrase, like they called these the Black Cat because that was Michael Jordan's nickname. One of the guys actually nicknamed Michael Jordan the Black Cat. Evidently he's black, but just his athleticness, his agility, as quick and as swift as he was, and he used to always tell him, "You always land on your feet, don't you?" So they gave him the title, the Black Cat. He had that and kept that title for a while. hence why they call these the Black Cat 13s. Again, I passed on the 6s, but I could not pass on these. So let me know what you guys think about them. Again, I think this is marvelous, man. And if you see this material, try to get as close as I can. This is really, really premium. This is suede. This is very, very well done. Even this right here, this mesh. I can't like cut the lights off and do a flash, but you probably wouldn't see me too well if I did. Plus, I'm wearing black, so you probably wouldn't see much of anything but my hat. But this is like a 3M reflective material. Again, I'll mention that. Same thing with the laces, because again, if I'm not mistaken, I think they put almost identical laces on the Jordan 6s. I'm not 1,000,000% sure on it, because again, that's the shoe that I passed up on. I don't own a pair of those. But you guys let me know, man. Get in the comments, subscribe. I promise to try to get back to everybody out there. Let me know what your thoughts are. And again, should I go back and should I do a video on those Jordan 12s that were so underrated, that went under the radar? If you want to see those, man, let me know. Again, I'll try to get back to everybody that gets to me at all. So let us know, man. Stash Life, JFK signing out. Thank you and appreciate the love.